To ambush and trap Saboteur. Russia will be running out of ammo soon, for some of the storage facilities have been attacked and destroyed. Here are some of the places where Ukraine has undergone some heavy planning to make that possible. Toropis over Oblast around 3 a.m. on September 18, 2024. Forces of the Ukrainian SBU, Ukraine's military directorate, and Ukraine's special forces, SSO, coordinated several drone units to scout the area of a storage facility. Here on a Wednesday night, drone footage left off into a fiery depth so we can see the aftermath of what happened that very night to a storage facility. One large drone carrying huge jewels of TNT hit and caused a massive fire and crater into the ground. Destruction was massive, nothing like we have seen before. The facility was believed to have been a missile and ammunition facility. Plans underwent with heavy surveillance while installing tactical viewpoints along with quick extraction, giving Ukraine an advantage in the battlefield. From here, we can arrive at the 73rd Marine Special Operations Center, where several plans were underway, and drone components are made to attack, ambush, and trap and sabotage logistic operations. Several units are put together inside parameters which are secured by heavy arms. The Marines of the 73rd Marine Operations are no joke. These men and women take it seriously, retrieving mission plans and logistic information. These people can manage to do all that and more. From what we can hear, they just managed to pull one of the plans to save Ukraine from outright domination, destroying the Iskander missile system we can see below. September 26, 2025, Kirk's region was under ambush and heavy weaponry managed to ram through. As you can follow the SSO, Ukraine's best units destroyed a hangar where many of these missile systems are kept. Along with an asymmetric hit that was done with Bravo precision, Ukraine's best managed to destroy a refinery as well as keeping enemy logistics at bay, all done in the scheme of night, a Finsky oil refinery in Russia's Krasnodar region. The truth of the matter is, these successes have a heavy hit on Russia's military apparatus, costing real losses on the battlefield, and keeping Russia on questionable matters when it comes to refueling and ammunition orders. After all, Ukraine is aiming at the guts of Russia's military, all while keeping itself up to date on political matters. Vladimir Zelensky shows up on Fox News and goes on to express about meeting Vladimir Putin. He's afraid of meeting me, he says. He's afraid of the consequences that will happen if he meets me. Meanwhile, attacks from Russia were done overnight and plans are underway for reprisal. 600 drones were deployed and hit on a Saturday night and Sunday morning, September 30th, 2025 was a horrible morning for Ukraine. Attacks were made and fathomed with reaction time to Poland's airspace in an attack that aimed to destroy cities close to the border of Ukraine. Reports mentioned the attack was a testing ground for Russia as the Russian jets entered Estonian airspace. An effort to test defenses was made. Reprisals for what Ukraine has done seem to be going underway, as attacks against Ukraine have increased from the Russian side. Drone warfare seems to be the useful tool on both ends of the war, as it may show you what Russia is capable of when all logistic planning goes right for a superpower. Russia pounds Sumy in a shockwave of drone strikes, demolishing buildings and costing lives in the process. Why Russia wants to destroy these cities is a question one could only answer as we go further into the Kremlin. Reasons are to control the region and spread the likeness of the regime to the rest of the world. The hammer and sickle begins to build and unravel is something yet to be seen. Ukraine's defenses will be bolstered in a matter of weeks and a substantial armament from the Pearl program. Joint operations are underway with several countries participating. For the causes which disregard countries involved, Ukraine manages a military buildup, emerging as contender of the Kremlin. Poland and Sweden join together in the center of the Baltic Sea, empowering a meaningful alliance. that could obliterate what stands on its way. Russia's mode of operations, which replenishes the frontline corridor of the Oblast of Ukraine, stretching from the north of Kharkiv all the way to the south of Kherson, in Crimea, with Donetsk being the main focus of the war. Why is Donetsk still under fire? Donetsk is under fire because of its strategic propensity of location, standing closer to the center and divided by many rivers. Donetsk, its main focus of political synchrony with Russia. Due to the referendum in 2014, Donetsk was mostly overtaken in the matter of 9 years. Currently, 70% of land is taken, all while being liberated by Ukraine as of today. Ukraine manages the river crossing, luring and trapping enemies in the region, making Ukraine a formidable opponent since the inception of Ukraine's military prowess. Donetsk has been the pinnacle of all conflict. Donetsk, important, has gone through a back and forth exchange since the referendum of 2014, but its belonging is yet to be cumbersome to Ukraine.